that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com. Disclaimer: Tokenmetrics Media LLC does not provide individually tailored investment advice and does not take a subscriber's or anyone's personal circumstance into consideration when discussing investments, nor is it registered as an investment advisor or broker-dealer in any jurisdiction. Information contained herein is not an offer or solicitation to buy, hold, or sell any security. The Tokenmetrics team has advised and invested in many blockchain companies. A complete list of their advisory roles and current holdings can be viewed here at tokenmetrics.com/disclosures.
We just landed on the moon in the Lambo.
Hello, Tokenmetrics family. Hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. We wanted to bring to you one more live stream out of the several live streams we'll have this week. And this one specifically to help answer any questions you have on the launch of Tokenmetrics 2.0. And being joined by our CTO, Veera Booty, also my former colleague at IBM. Veera, how are you? Welcome.
I'm doing great, Ian. How are you? Happy to be
here. Doing great. First of all, let's do shout outs to our crypto family. First person on the live stream was Jojo Wave. How are you? Welcome. We have Jan Feldkircher, Wida Zavani. How are you? Michael, Aminu, Naya, Chris, Jade, Maktoot. Hey, how's everybody doing? Okay, it's gonna be quite the stream. First AMA in a while. And first of all, I want to keep on saying thank you to everybody for buying the book. Crypto Investing Guide is now a bestseller for digital currencies on Amazon. We cannot be there without you. So
we just landed on the moon.
Thank you for taking us to the moon and beyond. This is the guide we use internally to train our research team, and now it's available as a book for our Tokenmetrics family. So if there's anybody out there you want to gift the joy and the knowledge of crypto, buy the book and be sure to leave a review on Amazon. Thanks for all the reviews thus far. And don't forget, we're giving away NFTs for anybody who buys the book. Right, so let me actually pull this up here on my screen. So pardon me as we do a quick admin here. So Crypto Investing Guide, we have the NFT Contest. Right, so just click this down here. We'll be minting 10,000 NFTs to people who buy the book. So far, we have over 5,000 orders for the book, and we have a lot more left. Right, and just to refresh everybody, we have 4 tiers for people who buy the book. Right, so the first tier, we call this the 1x tier. You get access to Tokenmetrics meetups and VIP status at Tokenmetrics conferences, right? And you get an NFT for the front book cover. Then so there'll be 8,890 NFTs for this. Then we have the 10x tier. We have 1,000 NFTs available. The back cover of the book looks like this, but we have our designer put together something nice. This will give you everything in the 1x tier and early pre-sale access to future Tokenmetrics NFT mints. As mentioned in past live streams, these are just NFTs for the book, but after that, I'll say probably Q4 or Q1, we plan to create NFTs for our community. Because we've seen what's happened with Bored Apes. Now guess what? Imagine if we had our own NFTs just for our community, because we've always been trying to figure out how do we scale Tokenmetrics community and ecosystem while still keeping it scarce, right? Because we don't want to create a Telegram group for our customers that's too large. So the best way to do it is to create NFTs and let the people who value it the most have access to that, right? So we do plan to have future NFT mints for our community. And guess what? If you're in the 10x tier, you will have pre-sale access to that. Now we're still looking for artists. So if you're an artist who's done NFTs before, who's a great artist, we're looking for something futuristic, maybe kind of anime looking. The plan will be to have NFTs for the team. So myself, Bill Forrest, we're thinking maybe moon theme, maybe Tokenmetrics astronaut themed NFTs. So if you're a graphic designer or rather an illustrator, contact our team at info@tokenmetrics.com. I've already had 2 interviews with 2 illustrators and we're still looking for more. So if you want to be considered, definitely make sure to email us. We think this could be a great way to offer value to our community and give people upside in joining us to the moon and beyond. Then the third tier, 100x tier, gives you lifetime access to Tokenmetrics Investor Plan private Telegram group and exclusive monthly webinars just for NFT holders. Then the last tier, 1000 X tier. You get 10 NFTs, or rather 10 NFTs are available. We actually had one person who's already bought this and took us up on this offer, right? You get everything in the 100X tier. You get lifetime access to the professional private Telegram group, and you get an in-person dinner with me, Forrest, and Bill, right? So we had one person who ordered 1,000 books for charity, ended up having an early dinner with him in New York City, and now we're in touch, right? So if you have an interest in this, make sure you come here, buy the book on Amazon, then claim by filling out everything, and then this ends on the 7th of October. So stay tuned. Basically, a week after that, we'll email you and show you how to claim your NFTs. You basically have to give us your Ethereum wallet address, and we'll do the NFT drop to people who buy the NFTs. Now, make sure you upload the receipt for the book. Our team has to go through and verify all that. All right, with that being said, that's the admin the admin is out of the way. To access the link, just go to tokenmetrics.com/crypto-investing-guide. That's crypto-investing-guide. All right, with that being said, thank you for all the praise. Thank you for all the kind words. If you do find me in person, I am signing book autographs. I've done that for a few people. So I'm here in Austin for now. I'll be in London, also with Veera, for Token 2049. So if you have the book and you want an autograph, don't be shy. All right, with that being said, let's now go to the AMA. So what questions do you have for Tokenmetrics 2.0? Let's see what questions people have. Okay, let me just go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, what happened to seamless transition for hodlers? Okay, I think this is in reference, this is a question by MacToot. I think you're referencing what's going to happen for people, because we did change the Tokenmetrics plan. Let me actually bring that up here. So if we go, where do we put pricing?
It's in the subscription page. Click on Ian Balina.
Okay, all right. So many new things here. Okay, there we go. All right, so yes, so we do have new plans, or rather there have been changes to Tokenmetrics and also to the plan names to make them easier to understand for people who are new to crypto. So a quick refresher, we have the basic plan, which basically gives you, so right now we're showing the prices for yearly. Let's switch to monthly to make it easier, right? So basic plan, $19 a month, gives you access to all tokens. Now these are just the ratings, not the details page. Access to all the token ratings. So now, essentially, you can go through and view their TM grade for over 6,000 assets. Now you won't have the full in-depth details, but it will still give you the signals and the ratings, right? So I think this is what you're mentioning about. Then we have the advanced plan, which used to be the investor plan. So basic used to be hodler plan. Advanced used to be the investor plan. This gives you everything in basic plan, plus the details, plus the indices and price predictions, and the ability to add and sync 5 exchanges. Right? And we also have automated reports. So this is going to be a huge part of the site. So this part is still in testing, but will be launched shortly. But being able to automate and give you automated reports based on AI, based on artificial intelligence, right? So we're now shifting from being purely human-based and now being able to scale very quickly, very efficiently, and have our AI actually give you automated reports on the ratings, the technical analysis, the fundamentals, essentially creating very short automated investment reports. So this, I think, is powerful because now we can scale this as tokens are being added. All right? Okay, and then we have the premium plan, which used to be the professional plan. The only thing, we now split this up. So we have the premium plan plus the new VIP plan. There were lots of questions about this. Well, how is this different from the VIP plan? Well, really, the premium plan was the former professional plan, except now it's cheaper, $100 cheaper. However, we took out the VIP network, or rather, we launched a new VIP network that provides better quality interactions. Because right now, we have almost 1,000 people in the former professional private network, and there's some people who want to have a more intimate private group. So this is where the VIP comes in, right? This is more for people who want to pay for even more exclusive access. Now, there'll still be a private Telegram group for the premium plan. However, it'll be different versus this, right? This will be a lot smaller, a lot more intimate. Think more like Etherrocks. All right, so these are the new plans. Now, we're working, Vera, could you maybe speak to what's going to happen to the hodler plan members?
Yeah, so from a hodler plan standpoint, we are seamlessly moving the people to the basic plan. And all the features which you showed, they will be able to look into all the 6,000 plus tokens, and they'll be able to look into the ratings page where it will give them all the ratings, TM grades, which we have brought in, so that now they'll be able to look into the ratings grade for all the 6,000, because earlier they had only access to 100 tokens, top 100, but now they are able to do that for all 6,000 plus tokens. Plus, in their portfolio, now they can also add all the 6,000 tokens and then look into the TM grades for those, so that now the portfolio will show them. The advantage of the new Fiat basic plan is that you could now build multiple manual portfolios. So earlier you had only one portfolio and you could add transactions there, but now you have multiple portfolios. You could create more than 5, 10 portfolios, add whatever transactions you want, and be able to look into those portfolios. So lots of good stuff, and we are looking to add more in the future as well.
All right, thank you, Vera. Okay, so if you're enjoying this live stream and the new version of Token Metrics and also the NFTs, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, share this video, tell a friend to tell a friend. Not being in crypto is a financial crime, and crypto is the future of money, the future of open finance, and the next internet. The biggest wealth transfer in human history is happening right here, and we're here with you, guiding you all the way to the moon and beyond. So be sure to tell your friends to get into crypto, right? And also tell them about the book and NFTs. Okay, all right, so next question here. Somebody says, oh, I've got to get my NFTs. That's what's up, Naya. I appreciate that. Okay, Curtis says, when do Token Metrics investors get access to the Token Metrics premium content? Which premium content? Are you talking about TMTV? Are you talking about I think you're talking about the NFTs. So once the contest is over, or rather once the campaign is over, on the 7th of October, we'll communicate to anybody who buys the book in October, probably around mid-October, towards end of October. But no worries, if you buy the book and you fill out the claim form, you will get your NFTs. Okay, then Zen Rossi says, hey Ian, why can't owners of Token Metrics get NFTs for investing in your platform? Okay, if you're talking about the crowdfund, all I can say is stay tuned. You'll be getting something, or rather, you'll possibly be getting something much better than NFTs. That's all I can claim. Basically, just understand that if you're with us as investors in the crowdfund, or even as early equity investors, we're with you all the way, right?
We just landed on the moon.
All the way to the moon and beyond. And actually, speaking of that, I forgot to even mention, we have so many things going on here at Token Metrics. Sometimes it's hard to keep up. We also have the crowdfund, which is now officially open. So if you go to wefunder.com/tokenmetrics, you can now officially send your money to the Token Metrics crowdfund. Right? So right now, as mentioned here, we have over 4 million in interest. The interest has been oversubscribed, but in terms of actually investing, your investment won't count until your funds have actually been sent. And that happens on a first come, first served basis. So be sure to go to wefunder.com/tokenmetrics and send your money. This is an SEC regulated crowdfund, right? So thank you for everything. Thank you for believing in us. Because as mentioned, we want to give our customers and our community a chance to own a piece of Token Metrics, right? So definitely make sure if you want to invest, you invest quickly before it's sold out. And as mentioned, there will be perks, right? I think it shows it here, right? These are the perks you'll be getting as an investor. And although not listed here, there'll be some other additional perks our team is working on. Stay tuned, but we think this will be, in our opinion, worth the belief in Token Metrics, right? Because we always like to make sure our community is winning, right? So stay tuned. Okay, all right. Let's go back to the AMA here. Okay, Token Metrics is Cryptechnology says, Token Metrics is a great tool I'd rather have, sorry, comments moving too fast here. I'd rather have top 100 tokens with more access to token metrics details instead of more tokens with less token metrics access. Okay, and that's a fair comment. Right now, I would say the investor plan does just that, right? So hopefully, if you value that, you'd upgrade to the investor plan. Next question says, TM cost me more than $500 this year and no NFTs. I mean, all I can say is think long term. Our company has lots of perks to our longtime customers, to our crowdfund supporters, essentially to all our early supporters, right? Even though we can't really say too much here, just know that our company will take care of you because we always want to make sure we're giving value back to our customers, right? That's all I can say, but to the moon and beyond. So all I can say is think long term. Okay, Venkat says, I have $10,000. Where do I begin with a subscription? If you have 10K to invest in crypto, where's a good place to start? Honestly, the most popular plan is the advanced plan. That's the most popular plan. So in my opinion, I think that's a good place to start. Then that also gives you access to Tokenmetrics TV Plus, right? So you get access to all the information we're coming out with. And then we also have a new version of TMTV launching in Q4. So this is we're literally becoming the Bloomberg of crypto, being able to have premium content, right? So if you can think big picture for a second, you'll have access to myself, Bill, Forrest. We just hired Mehdi to do a deep dive analysis on projects. Hope you all like the analysis he did on Moon River. He'll also be having his own show on TMTV doing deep dives. So all this will be available on web. And we also have an Android and iOS mobile app coming out for TMTV. So literally anywhere you go, you have access to high-level premium content on the market from our research team. So stay tuned. This is going to be amazing. Enrique says, just ordered my book online a few days ago. Congrats, appreciate you. Okay, Alicia says, I thought I could still watch TMTV with the basic plan. So the TMTV now is available also as a standalone product. So for those who want to choose between just getting TMTV or Tokenmetrics or getting a bundle. So this gives you more flexibility. Veera, do you want to speak on the TMTV?
Yes, Ian. So basically, as Ian mentioned, we wanted to bring TMTV to mobile and all other OTT device in the future. So we have lots of customers asking us, can we just use TMTV? So what we are trying to do is we are trying to create a separate product for TMTV so that people can get it as bundled with their product, or they could actually use as a standalone product. So as Ian mentioned, we are coming with a new platform for TMTV. So when we release the new platform, we will be coming up with a bundle option for basic plan, so that people can purchase it for a minimal amount, or they could go and purchase the TMTV separately as well. So that's pretty much what. Look forward for it. We will get to you the more information in a couple of weeks.
All right, thank you, Veera. Then Maddie has a question. How many members are there in the premium group? We have close to 1,000 members currently in the premium group, right? So hopefully that helps. Then LD says, how do I join the crowdfund? You join by going to wefunder.com/tokenmetrics. wefunder.com/tokenmetrics. Okay. Maktut says, Ian, you might not be aware, but it is not seamless. Hodlers lost TMTV and indices. That's not what the email was communicated. I reached out to support team, and they're telling me to get a prorated refund. Okay, Veera, do you want to talk to what's happening with Hodler, TMTV, and the indices?
Yeah, so Ian, let me answer this question. So for the hodlers who have been requesting or been with us, we are grandfathering them. And so a couple of them will be able to get access, which they're looking into. And so we will be coming up with those details soon.
All right, great. Yeah, we want to make sure our customers and early supporters are with us, right? So we definitely will work on that, being able to grandfather you. Okay, Shumba says, when do we get subscriptions to token metrics activated based on investment on Refunder? That will happen once the crowdfund has officially closed and ended. So once you've made your investment and once everything has closed, then we'll communicate with you and give you access to all of that. So right now, as mentioned, it hasn't officially closed yet. People are in the process of wiring funds, so stay tuned. Olby Crypto says, awesome book. Thank you, appreciate that. Bitcoin Blockchain says bullish. Thank you. We're bullish on you too as well. Okay, so White Dads of Annie says, Ian, can you do a quick walkthrough on how you choose tokens based on the ratings and price prediction? Yes, absolutely. So let me pull up my screen and I'll show you how I use token metrics to invest, right? Okay, so first thing I did was I used token metrics to sell and take profits on Somatic Network this week. So one thing, I'll pull this up here. So let's do Polygon, right? Since that's one of my largest holdings. So I came here and I saw that the daily, weekly, and monthly grades are very low for Polygon, meaning that it's not too bullish on Matic Network based on our AI grade, right? Telling me, hey, probably a good time to take profits, right? So this was one signal telling me that it's not looking too good for Polygon. Plus two, the market as a whole is very conservative and very bearish, right? For those of you who are customers, you would know based on our newsletters and also based on TMTV and also based on professional network or premium plan webinar, right? So one, the market is bearish. Two, Polygon is bearish. Then if we come here and go to technical analysis, basically the visual trends indicator, right? Looking at the low frequency, which is the time frame I look at, it turned bearish at, what price is this? Usually it should hover over the price. Okay, 136, right? So that's giving me confluence, right? This being bearish on low frequency. If we go to high frequency visual trends indicator, it's also bearish. So it's not looking too good right now, right? Plus, if we go to, I think even the price prediction wasn't too good, right? This is basically flat. But basically, I used the visual trends indicator and the TM grade and just in general looking at the price going down and a bearish market to say, you know what, let me take even more profits on Polygon, right? So that's what I would do. Now for me, I cashed some out to cash, but let's say I wanted to let's say I took profits on Polygon, not selling everything because I'm still staking, but I'll just find I probably sold about a third of my Polygon because it's healthy to take profits, especially after getting over 200x return, right? So let's say I wanted to find a new investment. Right now, in this very bearish climate, right, especially with what's happening with equities and Evergrande and all that stuff, first thing I do is I come straight to ratings, right? Insights, ratings. Soon we'll make this the homepage for the website, but basically I come here and I put in filters, right? We'll fix the grammar here, so we apologize in advance for that. But first thing I do is I put in filters, right? Right now we don't have a filter for trading signal, but this is coming soon, right? But what I look for is, I look for TM grade that is greater than or equal to 80%. Right? Then I also add a filter for liquidity, right? Right now in this climate, I only want projects that are liquid, right? So I'll say, what is this, 1 million? Actually, we can make this 1 million. Let's say 10 million. Because we want to make sure we can exit. And right now, there's nothing that's actually that liquid. Okay, is this right, Veera?
You have to say 10 and million, so it should work.
Okay, that's what okay, actually, you know what? Let me greater than or equal to. Here, I'll just stick to 1,000. Okay. Okay, just bear with me here. We're doing this live. Okay, all right. So this is what we see right here in the market, right? So Plex has been popular for some reason. Now, I don't even know what this is, right? But Honestly, I would probably. This is on buybacks and stacks. I don't like those exchanges, so I would skip that. But Cosmos, right? So this is telling me, okay, you know what? Look into Cosmos, right? So we'll open that. So the TM grade on this is bullish, right? And this is exactly what I like, right? All three grades for daily, weekly, and monthly are over 80%. And recall in the past live streams and in the last 1 month or so, we've had basically, it's been layer one season. We had Solana doing well, we had Avalanche, we had Algorand, we had Phantom. All these layer one projects have been mooning, right? And the month prior to that, NFTs were in. So this tells me Cosmos could be next. Cosmos could be undervalued, right? So the fact that it's bullish here is good. Then I would go to the technical analysis section, and I would go to the trends indicator. And this is textbook, right? 96% grade, and look at this. Visual trends indicator has been bullish since basically $13. Cosmos is now at 36, right? So from basically almost a 3x return, right? So this is what I like to hear, or rather to see, right? So if anything, I would probably start, not financial advice, start accumulating and getting some Cosmos and some Atom, and then going into the community to see, hey, is there any news happening with the Cosmos ecosystem, right? So that would be a good place to start. Actually, I told my little brother, who's in college, to invest in Cosmos after he made a killing on Solana based on the TM grade, right? Because now I feel like Cosmos could be the next Solana, right? And if we come down here, we should even have some. Do we have any news articles here? Okay, so looks like maybe there's some kind of news or fundamental catalyst happening in their ecosystem, right? But that's how I would use tokenmetrics, right? Then going back to the rating page, right? So, okay, looks like my filters were not saved. We'll work on that. But anyway, we had Cosmos. That's one. Let's say you're on Coinbase, right? So Rari governance token is also bullish. Coinbase added them this month, so I'll probably look into that. But basically what I look for, I like to have all three grades over 80%. And right now this is showing just a daily. But for me, I think if you're going to swing trade, I would look at the weekly. If you're looking more for a longer time horizon, I would look at the monthly grade, right? But in essence, you want projects that are doing well across the board in terms of TM grade over 80%, trading signal that is bullish, right? And we'll be fixing this and adding a filter so it's easier for you to filter it through. But that's how I would use tokenmetrics to find investments. Okay, all right, let's go back to the AMA. Let's see here. Alexandre says, this was probably asked before, but any plans on having the stream on 1080p resolution? This stream should be 1080p. I'm not sure why it's not showing 1080p, but it should be. If not, we'll work with our team on that. It should be 1080p, basically in HD. Zenrosi says the new UI looks awesome. Ian, great job, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Veera and the team. Great job on that. Let's look at the next question. Duran says, what's the deadline for participating in the Refunder crowdfunding? Is it open for non-tokenmetric subscribers? Yes, it's open to the whole world. Anybody can invest and participate. The deadline is first come, first serve, right? So whenever funds are sent and we cross the threshold, that's basically it. Learn with Tzel. Social Hack says, Armor is still alive. Man, Armor is getting killed, man, honestly. I mean, there's nowhere to spin it, especially getting wrecked. If anything, I feel like at this point, I would just use tokenmetrics. And even the AI says it's probably time to get out of Armor. Me personally, I haven't sold yet, but if you're feeling hurt, I would just use tokenmetrics to basically get out, right? At this point, for me, I'm not really hurting too much with it, but it has been a bad investment. Hasn't just panned out. And I think the issue, looking back, in terms of what we would have done different, the fully diluted token supply is horrible. All right, that's kind of basically the lesson learned from this, right? From projects like Armor, projects like Liquidity, right? If you go to LQTY, right? All these projects have horrible tokenomics. We have worked on that in Q4. We plan to launch a new valuation grade. I'll say Q4, maybe Q1 of next year, we plan to launch a new valuation grade that will be focused just on this, being able to figure out which projects, even though they're good, are overvalued, right? We have been doing a better job with this, with the reports. As you saw, we recently hired Mehdi, who'll be focused almost particularly on tokenomics and making sure that, because some projects could be good, but when they launch, they're overvalued and they're still not good investments, right? Especially if they have horrible inflation schedules. So that's something we're definitely working on. Okay, Luis says, what are your thoughts on Luna? Also the Columbus 5 update. I haven't looked too much into the update, but I know Luna is a great project from a code review and fundamental perspective. But honestly, I would just leverage tokenomics and the TM grade and the visual trends indicator to see if it makes sense to enter at current price levels. Right, looking at the TM grade, daily is 77, weekly is 70, monthly is 72. So it's not the end of the world. If you could pull up my screen, producer. All right, so so looking at this, the TM grade is not the best in the world, but it's not horrible. So if you're in it right now, it basically tells me this is neutral. Basically says don't buy, don't sell. Kind of wait for, if it goes to 80% or higher on the weekly, to me that's a good entry, right? Daily is only for day trading. Sometimes you can find a trade for a few days, but for me, when I see the weekly turn bullish and the daily bullish, that's a good time to enter. And if the monthly is also bullish, meaning all three are over 80%, that's all systems go. That plus the visual trends indicator being bullish is definitely a good sign, right? So if we go back here, so look at this. This is beautiful. So Terra Luna turned bullish at basically $8 back in around July, and it's gone to $34. Right, that's the low frequency indicator. If we go to the high frequency indicator, this one hasn't done too well. It caught the rally from 8 to 28, but it sold too early, bought back in, and now it's kind of been going down. But for me personally, I use the low frequency because I don't like to over trade. I think if you're going to over trade, or if you like to trade a lot, I would use probably the high frequency plus the daily TM grade. And then for swing trading, the weekly TM grade. Okay, all right. Next question says, from Carl, are you going to implement other fiat currency conversions like Euro? I believe that's in the works, Veera, down the road, right?
Yeah, that's right, Ian. So it's in the roadmap.
Yeah, and then we also, first of all, people have been asking for this for probably a year or so. We now accept crypto on Tokenmetrics, right? So if you want to buy a plan with crypto, yes, we take stable coins, I believe, Veera, right? Could you talk on that?
Yeah, so we right now are going to be introducing probably in next 2 days with PayPal and coin payment crypto. So we are allowing crypto payments as well going forward for any subscription we want.
And can you talk on the coins we accept?
I need to take a look. There's a lots of list of coins. I need to take a look of it. I don't.
Yeah, I believe we were looking at taking Tether, DAI, and USDC.
Yeah, those are already there, but there's lots more into that. So you have multiple options. So there's a list of supported coins there when we do.
I think maybe we might be taking Ether and route Bitcoin, or actually maybe even Bitcoin itself. So I think those will likely be the five or six coins we take. All the other coins probably not. I want to keep it simple: Bitcoin, Ether, and stable coins. But right, that would be great for people across the world because hey, we have to eat our own dog food. Right? So now being able to let people subscribe using crypto. Now because it's crypto, since it's only one-time payment, right? Because in crypto, once you send the funds, that's sent. To keep things easier for accounting purposes, you'll only be able to purchase the yearly plan, I believe, Veera, right?
Yes, that's right.
That way,
and there is one more thing is because it's of crypto, right? There is not an immediate approval. Like how we do in Stripe and in the PayPal, because it has to get approved and then we will give access to the platform.
Okay, all right. So somebody's saying cryptology, quite the name there. Helium Network, HNT. Imagine that. LOL, Helium community would definitely eat that up. Okay, I mean, I hadn't thought about it like that, but maybe we can. Yeah, maybe we can accept Helium. I mean, we'll look into it and see if it's supported with our crypto vendor. But I mean, maybe we can have some promotions. But we'll definitely keep you posted and confirm that down the road. Okay. How is my Helium journey going? It is going great. So actually, yesterday, I finally got a slot to buy my Helium miner, or rather the 5G miner that came out. So I have officially placed my order. I ordered the 5G gateway that comes with the nano cell, which is a big cell. Well, not big. It's basically just big white, I guess, looking hotspot that lets you broadcast a 5G signal, and it's meant to go, I think, three or five times further than a regular hotspot, and it sends 5G. So it cost me about $2,500, but I think it's going to be a good investment. Not financial advice, because I mean Helium did a 200x return at all-time high, so why not double down and see how 5G goes, right? Because I think 5G has the potential to do well, because although in the FAQs they say that nobody knows how the rewards will be, the 5G hotspot miner lets you do both 5G and also the old hotspot. So basically, if you have the 5G, this will replace your old hotspot. And as more people adopt 5G and use the Helium network, there's potential for more rewards. They also have a Helium improvement proposal being put out there to try to get part of the mining rewards to have them paid out to 5G miners. When that happens, I think that's going to be a gold rush, right? And hopefully there'll be a lot more rewards for that. Because frankly, right now, I'm here in downtown Austin, and it is horrible for mining to a point where it makes no sense to mine anymore. I still have it mining, but I'm not really getting much. Right now, I'm just doing the staking. And if anything, I mean, if we have a bear market, I'm going to back up the Brinks truck and buy more Helium network. Because, I mean, that would be a steal to get more Helium network. But, I mean, that's definitely been quite the investment. Congratulations to everybody who made money on that.
We just landed on the moon.
Because, I mean, we believed since it was lower than 10 cents. And if you actually go to let me actually pull up token metrics here. Let's see how Helium is doing here. All right, but it has done very, very well. It's acted almost like a stable coin, which is pretty crazy until today, it looks like. I guess the last few weeks. But right now it's at $16. Did this happen recently? But let's look at the actual TM grade. Okay, so TM grade is not looking too good, right? But it's down 25% in the last 1 month. If we go to the trends indicator, even this is not looking too good. Right? So if anything, actually, it might be a time to possibly take some profits, right? I took some profits at basically the top, because I sold about a quarter of my Helium for those who followed me on Instagram. I bought a nice car, and partly due to the gains of mainly Polygon, Matic Network, and some Helium. So bought a nice car, investing into real estate with my family, and just because you have to pay yourself during bear markets, right? And then make sure you have some money and some cash on reserves to buy the dip, right, in the bear market. So that's what I did. So right now it's actually not looking too good because we have a bearish low frequency trading indicator. If we go to the high frequency, if it's also bearish, yeah, this got bearish at basically $20. So if anything, if you haven't taken profits and you got in early, probably a good time to take profits because we have this and the TM grade not looking too good, and the price has been declining. But for me, I already took my profits. I'm good enough for a while, and I've just been staking. But that's basically what it looks like. Looks like we have similar journeys and plans. Yes, we do. Okay. Crypto Millionaire says, could Solana also be added as payment method? I think that would be very much acceptable. I mean, we can look into it, but if we're going to accept a whole bunch of different altcoins, we have to make, because altcoins are very volatile, we'll likely enable an option. I have to double check where we can convert straight to stablecoin immediately, right? That way there's no risk. Actually, it would be pretty cool if we could accept crypto payments and then based on TM grade, decide when to sell. Veera, that'd be pretty cool. Basically, leveraging our own technology. Okay, all right. DeFi Jesus and Entertainment Heat. What are your end of year and long term price predictions on MTV? Multivac. I mean, we covered Multivac way back in like 2018, I believe. That was a pretty old project. I haven't really heard anything special coming from there, unless I'm mistaken. Okay, yeah. So there was a code review back in 2019 in March. I mean, back then we thought it was good, but there's been no adoption since then, to my knowledge, compared to other projects like Solana and others that launched later, I believe. But in general, we'll likely have to go back and reassess it. But for now, I would just leverage token metrics, right? So if we pull up MTV, I would just follow what our TM grade says, right? So if we go to Multivac, TM grade on this, daily is not good, weekly not too good or decent, but the monthly is actually very good. And I see it's up almost 30% in the last 1 month, up 5x in the last 200 days, 34x in the last 1 year. Okay, not too shabby. If we go to the trends indicator, wow, it's actually been bullish on this since 0.005 all the way up to 0.01. Okay, so this is still bullish. So I would just use token metrics, honestly. Daniel says, Ian, just want to say thank you for producing the book, reading now. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, thank you to everybody who's bought the book. Be sure you go on Amazon and leave a review. Definitely want to get feedback from all of you. Thank you for the support. And as mentioned in the beginning of the show, we'll be sending out NFTs once the whole deadline is over, all right? Which is on the 7th of October. All right, let me see how we're doing on time. Yeah, we're getting to the top of the hour. Veera, any last comments, anything else you want to share with our audience regarding the new updates to token metrics?
Look forward for the good stuff. So as Ian mentioned, we have been working on lots of good features and capabilities which we were trying to bring in the next couple of months or quarters. So there's a lot more coming in. So happy to be introducing that soon to you guys.
All right, awesome.
Thanks for being a customer, and thanks for being a prospective customer. So looking forward everybody into the TM family.
Okay, and then one last question here from Scott. Does the platform provide workshops or video tutorials to best utilize the platform? Yes, we do. So pulling up my screen here, when you log in, right, you just go to learn, and we have tutorials on everything, right, from the indices, the ratings, price predictions, machine learning, managing the portfolio, the affiliate program, and frequently asked questions. So it's very simple. You come here, and it takes you to our knowledge base. Right, and I believe we should have new videos for the new platform. Right, yeah, as you see here, all the tutorials have been updated. Right, so if you have any questions on how to use anything, here are the tutorials. We're supposed to have videos here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like you have to double check with our team on this. Maybe Veera, could you follow up with Sai? We should be having the videos also embedded here. I think this might be an old video. I'm not sure what happened to the new videos. Let me just double check this real quick. We are doing this live on the air. Okay, so the videos are there. For some reason, I'm not sure why they're not being embedded. Yeah, so we'll have our team basically handle this. Right, yeah. So Veera will take care of that. That's why he's here to help get the feedback. Okay, Mikhail says, thanks Veera for all the development. It's awesome. Yeah, Veera and the team have done a great job on this. It's a great job to them. Last comment, Cryptechology. Thank you, Ian. I've been following your journey for 2 years, and it has been amazing learning from you. Respect, brother. Mad respect for everything you're doing. Thank you. Appreciate that. And respect to all our crypto family. All right. So if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, share this video with a friend who's curious about token metrics, tell a friend to tell a friend. Not being in crypto is a financial crime. And I mean, we have the book as well, right? You can buy the book, but guess what? We also have the book available for free as an ebook, right? So this is not about making money. This is about giving the education and the knowledge away to help you become a better investor, right? Because if you go to tokenmetrics.com/crypto-investing-guide, right? You can get the book, right? You just come down here. I'm putting this up on my screen. Hit the big yellow button for free download. So you can get this book as a PDF for free. Now we're working, the audiobook is finished, and we also have this available on Kindle. It's just taking a while with Amazon and Audible to get the books uploaded and having them review everything. So hopefully within a month or two, before end of the year, we'll have the audiobook available for those who like to learn via audio. And we'll also have the book available on Kindle. So stay tuned. We have more coming. And as mentioned, we also have the NFT contest available. If you want to claim your NFTs, just buy the books. Thank you to everybody who's bought the book. And we'll send out communication to those who have purchased the books on how to get their NFTs next month, basically before end of October. All right, with that being said, thank you so much, Crypto family. And as we like to say,
We just landed on the moon in a Lambo.
the moon is not the limit to the moon
Taking pictures
and
with the
beyond.
zoom and the angle.
Thank you, Crypto family. Thank you, Veera. We'll see you tomorrow for one more live stream. Take care. Bye.